Hey fellow travelers, ready to embark on an epic adventure with me? Whether you're a wanderlust soul or just dreaming of your next escape, you're in the right place. So pack your bags or just your imagination, and let's explore the world together. The Azores are an archipelago, formed by 9 islands, discovered and settled by the Portuguese in the beginning of the 15th century. The official date of the discovery of the Azores is 1427 by the Portuguese explorer, Diogo de Silves, who first saw the islands of Santa Maria and São Miguel. The first settlement of the island of Santa Maria, as well as the Azores, was in 1439, at Praia dos Lobos, on the sides of a stream of water called Ribeira do Capitão. Later, in order to boost the settlement of the island, João Soares de Albergaria, nephew of Goncalo Velho Cabral, he started at the town of Povoacão. Their origin, over time, the settlers started to spread on the coastline in order to have the best access, conditions, and facilities. The Azores' good geographic position, in the center of the Atlantic, rapidly contributed to a big expansion of the economy of the island of São Miguel, through the production of wheat that was exported to Portuguese garrisons in North Africa, as well as the sugar cane. Later, the huge production of oranges exported to the English market brought the island wealth. The third island to be discovered, recognized at first as the Island of Jesus Christ, now known as Limay, the island of Terceira, is located in the central group of the archipelago. Best places to visit in Azores. When you first look through the airplane window and down at the Azores, you'll be left speechless. From this very first glimpse, you'll understand why many call this Portuguese archipelago the Hawaii of Europe and the Islands of Colors. Set in the middle of the Atlantic, halfway between the USA and continental Portugal, the 9 major Azores islands, São Miguel, Santa Maria, Terceira, Graciosa, São Jorge, Pico, Faial, Flores and Corvo, are impossible not to adore. Expect green fields spotted with free-roaming local cattle, locally referred to as happy cows, and lagoons set on the mouth of extinct volcanoes. Thermal pools offer the chance for a hot dip, the warmth coming from deep within the earth, while ultra-fresh ingredients make for a uniquely savory local cuisine. A trip to the Azores is a must-do vacation, one you'll never forget. If you've never been before, read on, then get planning. 1. Flores Island. Most people who visit Flores believe that this is the most beautiful island in the Azores, comparing it to such destinations as Hawaii, Switzerland, and Ireland. The evergreen island has dozens of waterfalls cascading down vertiginous cliffs into the ocean or into ponds of fresh water, 7 lagoons nestled in the pits of collapsed volcano craters, and a rugged coast hiding caves and tales of pirates. And only a handful of these delights are within human reach. When the weather turns unexpectedly on Flores, locals have a fun saying, "Here today, tomorrow in Flores." Granted, stressed travelers may miss the irony in this tidbit of local wisdom when they begin to foresee the domino effect of canceled flights. If you're staying 3 days on Flores, give yourself some leeway and plan for 2 extra days of traveling time. Don't book connecting flights for the same day you plan to arrive on or leave Flores. 2. San Miguel Island. As the largest island in the Azores archipelago, São Miguel boasts an endless array of exciting opportunities to admire the sweeping seascapes and mesmerizing geothermal landscapes. Tours of São Miguel will lead you to the steamy fumaroles that cook delicious pots of tender stew, the flowered fringe of the Cidades crater overlooking gorgeous twin lakes, and the temperate geothermal waters where you may wash away your worries. The island overflows with natural experiences and invites you to explore what makes the Azores special. 3. Santa Maria. Dubbed the Sunny Island by Azoreans, summers here see plenty of glorious days of beach weather. An oddity by Azores standards, but the promise of morning to evening days spent soaking up the sun and the salt of the ocean isn't the only reason why travelers flock here during the summer months. On my early morning and practically empty flight to Santa Maria, on a late January weekday, most of my fellow passengers were locals returning home or going on a business trip. In mid-July, The village of Anjos welcomes blues fans to the 3-day festival Santa Maria Blues. Then, at the end of August, Praia Formosa becomes the epicenter and main stage of Maré de Agosto, Portugal's oldest music festival, turning 40 in 2024. Marienses, Santa Maria residents, certainly know how to put on a memorable show. São Jorge, Azores. Whether you arrive on the island by sea or by air, São Jorge resembles the scaly back of an enormous dragon fast asleep in the middle of the ocean. On this long and narrow island, most towns and villages are wedged between the sea and steep cliffs on volcanic ground that slid down the coast and formed fajas, coastal plateaus. Even though some of these fajas can be reached by car, being able to get to them as locals did in the old days, via official trekking trails, makes São Jorge the best island for hiking. Given the island's rough terrain, all official trails on São Jorge range from moderate to hard, which requires some hiking experience. Trekking boots and poles are recommended for a safe and comfortable hike. Terceira Island. Most people who visit Flores believe that this is the most beautiful island in the Azores, comparing it to such destinations as Hawaii, Switzerland, and Ireland. The evergreen island has dozens of waterfalls cascading down vertiginous cliffs into the ocean or into ponds of fresh water, 7 lagoons nestled in the pits of collapsed volcano craters, and a rugged coast hiding caves and tales of pirates, and only a handful of these delights are within human reach. When the weather turns unexpectedly on Flores, locals have a fun saying, "Here today, tomorrow in Flores." Granted, stressed travelers may miss the irony in this tidbit of local wisdom when they begin to foresee the domino effect of canceled flights. If you're staying 3 days on Flores, give yourself some leeway and plan for 2 extra days of traveling time. Don't book connecting flights for the same day you plan to arrive on or leave Flores. If you found this content helpful and inspiring, remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family.